Hello, trader. Welcome to another live session. First, third day of trading week. We had one session miss yesterday. So, beginning the session for looking at XAUUSD to see how the market doing at the moment. Um, so let's see. First of all, as starting of the session, we will be looking to do complete multi-time frame analysis, and then also we will be looking for trading opportunity in this session on the lower time frame. So I hope that everyone is excited for this session as well, like every day we do. Welcome. Thank you for joining the live session, and you guys can ask any question that you have in the live chat to find out how we can find trading opportunity in this session. So let's first of all we'll be looking at one by one to see potential trading opportunity, looking at first of all monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. And with that monthly perspective on XAUSD, starting from here, okay, so this is the monthly impulse and then pullback. So we can see there is another impulse on the monthly, deeper pullback. We can see the market is in another impulsive phase here. So we can see that after this monthly bullish engulfer this month, so far the market, this is the current monthly candle where uh, the previous this current monthly candle is quite important as the price is approaching that currently for deeper pullback. So far we can see that the whole month the market is in a bull move, and it's coming for deeper pullback and expecting for the price to potentially bounce back up to create a new higher high. So dropping down to the weekly as expected in our previous weekly forex forecast as well. This is the weekly price action. This is the weekly impulse coming for deeper pullback. Starting with this weekly impulse, what we can see, the market has reached that weekly peak, and from that weekly peak the price is coming for deeper pullback. And with that deeper pullback, what I think that the price may try to test this weekly support, which is an important liquidity zone here. And with that important liquidity zone, expecting for this price to potentially come back here for deeper drop here. And we can look at the daily chart to see how the market is doing. Now from the daily we can see this is the daily bearish candle, a daily bearish engulfer with a long wick at the bottom. And with that long wick at the bottom, expecting XAUSD to drop again to fill that long wick in this market. So looking at the 4-hour chart on this instrument, we can see the market, this is the intraday downtrending market structure here. Again with this drop, pullback, another drop, deeper pullback. And with this multiple times the price grab liquidity, expecting for this market to what I think that after an initial pullback we can expect for the market to remain bearish in that direction. And with that movement, what we can expect in this market, that this is long wick candle here, a rejection, and you can see another long wick doji, and you can see there is another bearish drop here on XAU USD. So at the moment, as we discussed, XAUSD may remain bearish. So we can see that from the multi-time frame perspective, this instrument is in a downtrend, and wanting to see the market is maintaining that downtrending market structure. And with that in mind, so what we can expect for this price is this market to remain potentially bearish. We have seen that there is a bearish engulfer here followed by a doji, which is basically a bearish continuation pattern, and expecting for this price to potentially keep pushing down here to create a new lower low. And So here is what we can see, that this is an important level of resistance. Okay, so and with that important level of resistance, the market slowly trying to break below, and with that breakdown, so looking at here, we can see that after the previous sessions, red candle with a long wick at the bottom, expecting for the market to drop and then fill that long wick at the bottom to create a new lower low. So looking at here on the 30 minutes perspective, here what we can see, the market trend is down and now slowly dropping down to further lower time frame. We can see the price is respecting this resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and from that resistance we can expect it for the market to retest and then to potentially trend in that direction to create a new lower low. So this is the support level here, where pretty important support, and with that important support level, what we can expect for the market to potentially trend and then to break below in that direction to create a new lower low. So at the moment we can see the price is in a sideway, but what we can see that it is maintaining that downtrending market structure. Because it is maintaining the downtrending market structure, expecting for the price to potentially trend in that direction to create a new lower low. So let's look at where the price might be heading to, and based on that we can look for entry opportunity in this market. Welcome, thank you, good evening. Good evening, sir. Welcome. Thank you. What's your target? Hello. Yeah, we still haven't entered yet, so there is no target yet. We'll be first of all looking at, and then based on that, we can look for entry opportunity. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And also introduce yourself, which country you are from, and also how long probably you are trading for, so that we can know better each other to understand as a trading community, to see how it might be heading to, so how we can relate to each other. If you guys are here, say yes in the live chat, and we can begin this session with an expectation to have a better trading opportunity. Dollar Yen, Joseph from Nigeria, welcome. From Bangladesh, welcome, thank you. And let's see also, starting with a familiar music and then we'll jump back to the different one. So waiting for now XAUSD to potentially break any of this resistance and then to give us potential selling opportunity in this market. So as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will be jumping on the trade. But before we jump, make sure guys you are not jumping on the trade without proper entry opportunity or without proper strategy, which is very important. And that's the key here, is to learn trading but not being an impulsive trader, which is absolutely important. If you guys want to really learn trading and excel in trading, become a better trader, the most important part here is not to not to overtrade, not to FOMO trade, and also understand the confirmation bias, understand cognitive dissonance. These are some of the most important part to become a trader. Especially the cognitive dissonance is very important. If you really want to develop your trading psychology, cognitive dissonance understanding is very important, because almost all trader face the difficulty of cognitive dissonance. Not only trader, every human being experience that cognitive dissonance. Okay, so do you have an idea about cognitive dissonance? Once you understand that, you can really work on that. So cognitive dissonance, okay, which is a very important trading psychology, understanding your brain and how it impact our overall trading decision, right? So cognitive dissonance is when our action is in contrary with our belief, and that's why it turns into cognitive dissonance. And in trading, which is very prevalent. Because of that reason, you'll see that most traders lose money because of the cognitive dissonance. Okay, cognitive dissonance can happen for many reasons. When traders win, they also experience cognitive dissonance. That's the one of the biggest struggle for the traders to overcome that. Why? Because it's internal belief. Okay, what is our belief about money, right? Which is very shy topic to talk about. And pardon me, guys. I don't know, it's not summer or winter. Why? So it creates, come on. So it creates visible cognitive dissonance. Okay, cognitive dissonance can happen for many reasons. It may happen even with your, with anyone that you know, with any event, anything going against our deeply held conviction or belief creates a cognitive dissonance. So, and that's very prevalent in trading. So also understanding belief and conviction, very important. Okay, that's also the part of trading psychology that one must master. So what is a conviction and what is belief? What is thought? Okay, so that's what will be some of the things that we will be discussing in this live session. Make sure, guys, you give a thumbs up. See, there is a little bit of interruption in my delay in my live session. Okay, hope that it's not buffering here. Come on, why it's poor. Hope that it's not buffering now. Come on. Okay, guys, so probably I have to restart this session. So I'm restarting. We'll be back in just a matter of a minute. Oh, it's look like it's got back. Okay, that's good. It's cool. Look like that internet has got back in normal. Hope that, guys, you can see me. Can you say yes in the live chat if you guys can see me and hear me and touch me properly? Hello from Tanzania, welcome. To New Zealand, welcome. Poses. So can you give analysis on dollar yen? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Yeah, guys, Day coach, I'm happy to be back after traveling to Nairobi. Welcome back in the live session. That's what we need, you guys being present here. Okay, it's very important that you get very serious about trading if you really want to be a trader. Okay, so now let's look at what's happening here in this market at the moment. We drop down to the 1 minute chart, and we will be marking out the 4-hour level and the 1 minute level. Okay, so this is a resistance line here. This is the 4-hour sessions resistance. All right, so and also creating series of lower high. Okay, so you can see this is a resistance creating series of lower high here. Okay, lower high, and with the lower high formation, what you can see, the market is from this lower high, it's coming back below, and it's an important support here in that area, which is a pretty important support level, expecting for the market to drop down from that level. And now we can see that we saw that this is the 1-hour chart. There is already an impulse followed by this correction, and we can see there is another impulse here. And with the impulse, expecting for this market to potentially bounce back up, and then after this bounce back up, what we can see, the market in this zone where there is a double bottom, expecting it to revert back up to the resistance line potentially to create a new higher high, grab the liquidity, and then to drop back again to create a new lower low. At the moment, we can see there is a bullish local bullish price action. We can see this is an impulse here on the 1 minute, a little consolidation, another move. So as I mentioned in the beginning, multi-time frame is key, because when we look at the multi-time frame analysis, we understand that how the price might be reacting during that period. So we can see that this is we look at here again 4-hour. So the first goal here, the first step in looking at the market is to find out that the direction of the trend. Guys, I can't emphasize more than this. Direction of the trend is key. Trend is your friend as long as you are trading. So it is very important that you always focus on trend. Okay, in my strategy, 90% 70% of my trading decision I make based on trend, because when you look at the trend, we actually looking at the flow, right? So imagine that you are rowing your boat against the current and then wasting all your energy, not going anywhere. When you are trading against the trend, is like the same thing, rowing your boat against the current. But if you row your boat with the flow or the current, then you don't need to do anything. Just sit, relax, and the flow will take you. Similarly, when you trade with the trend, you don't have to do anything. You need to do the risk management, but you don't have to do much, because when you are trading with the trend, you in fact using the flow in your advantage so that it takes you in the major direction. Another biggest advantage of trading with the trend is that when you do the risk management, even a couple of trades not going in your favor, but still you have higher probability to winning the trade. Sometimes a losing trade can turn into a winning trade. So with that in mind, we can see that on XAUSD, this is the daily chart here. Looking at the daily, the reason I'm looking at daily is because daily time frame is neither very high so daily time frame is neither very higher time frame, not like monthly or weekly, neither it's a very lower time frame, so which is a very suitable time frame for potential especially looking at the trend and in relation to the daily chart where the price. Some traders only trade daily and the lower time frame. I also. guys. There is a strategy also I posted a couple of weeks ago, I think a couple of months ago. I would highly recommend that strategy, which you can find on the channel. If you look at, go to the playlist. Once you subscribe, you can find the playlist. Check out that video also. Very, very important. Now you can see that here, if you look at the daily, this is the daily drop here. There's a long week. Now, sometime daily level is super, super important. Let me tell you guys, this one strategy can change your trading completely. What is that one strategy that we will be talking about? What is that one strategy that might change your trading completely? Keep in mind, guys, focusing on a smaller thing is better. Morning, brother. What a rough week in the economy. Yeah, this is quite a few high impact. It's the way it is. It's rough week, but as a trader, I wouldn't say it as a rough week, because the more volatility, the better. You see that how many trades in the market, gold, how nicely it is trending, and also other pairs such as the euro dollar, nice looking trend on euro dollar. Okay, and also dollar yen trending very nicely. You guys can see that. So it's bouncing back up here, so which is pretty nice to look at, because when you have trend, when the market has a high volatility, that's where the opportunity. So let the market economy flow with its own pace. But as a trader, our job is to look at when is the best time for us to trade. It's in the middle point, right? It's in the midway. That means that not in an extremely volatile market where the price might not be respecting the regular support resistance or anything like that, or not following the price action pattern, or very low volatility where the market is not moving anywhere. Okay, so stagnated, not motivated. That's what the market sometimes does, right? So we need the middle one where the market is volatile but not wildly volatile. So that from that point of view, if we look at XAUUSD now at the moment, we can see that this is where an impulse here, okay, from here, a big drop followed by this pullback to the upside. Okay, now we can see the market is from that pullback, it has dropped here. Now here you can see it's slowly pushing up. And here what we can see with this move, this is a structure formation, and from the structure expecting I would like to see that it has gone well above before it returned back again in the direction. Okay, so that's what we will be looking at in this area. So now, okay, here is support. The market is trying to bounce back up, expecting it to return back up to the resistance and then to drop back down again to the support level. So now in that area, what we can see that this is a resistance here, and also this is a support here. And with that support and resistance, okay, so you can see this is the resistance, this is the support, expecting for the market potentially to break below. Though we see that there is an upside here, and that upside is, in fact, we can see the market is trying to revert back up. And let's wait for the lower time frame to see how the market might be doing. Look at the 1 minute chart, and that's where we can see that once we see the market prepared for that drop, that's where we will be looking for entry in this market. So thank you. No one expected gold to reverse to strongly surprise. We expected, right? So have you watched the analysis weekly Forex forecast or the analysis posted on Sunday? This is what I exactly expected the market to drop from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So now you guys look at my gold analysis couple of weeks, and you'll see the pattern how the market is going. It's not that I am always right, but it almost the accuracy of the weekly Forex forecast that I'm posting every day, every week. If you guys look at it, it's almost over 80-90% times the market is behaving in the same way, or I'm behaving the same way the market. That's another important question, right? This is a very important question. Sometimes some traders got confused. Traders think that the market is moving as per their opinion, but in fact the market doesn't move according to our opinion. The market moves according to its own way, but the smart trader are those who knows how to flow with the market. Okay, so that's very important to look at. Now here is you can see 1 minute chart, the market slowly, okay, this is a bounce and then pull back. We can see the market is going here, and here it's now, you can see it's now trying to come back down here in that support level. Now let's look at here. Okay, so this bounce here on XAUSD is basically you can see the market is moving, trying to bounce back up here, which is very important level of resistance. And with the resistance, expecting for the price to potentially that break that high, grab the liquidity, and then to return back down here. And this is the point that we need to look at when the market is prepared for that move, for the drop. As you can see, whenever it is approaching that resistance, forming a long wick candle, and then returning back down again towards the downside to create a new lower low. So this is what we will be waiting for, that potential entry in this market. This is the resistance line that I would like to see the market is breaking that resistance, grabbing that liquidity, and then returning back down again to create a new lower low. So that's what we will be waiting on. Let's look at let's wait for the market to show its hand with patience, while also will not be bored. We have a lot of things to learn that we discussed just a couple of minutes ago about the cognitive dissonance, which is a huge part of learning the trading psychology. So how can you overcome that cognitive dissonance? Okay, so to overcome cognitive dissonance, the first step is to understand that why the cognitive dissonance is happening. The cognitive dissonance can happen for anything. Okay, so we held kind of a lot of belief or the conviction. So also there is a difference between belief and conviction. So what is a conviction and what is belief, right? So what is thought? Understanding the mechanism also will help you other areas in your life as well. So let's understand that. First of all, thought, when repeated, first experience, the first thing comes is experience. Nothing comes from void, right? When we're born, nothing in our brain, right? No neural pathway, just fresh brain. And then we started to experience. So the first thing is experience. So once you experience, from that experience, we get a feedback, and that feedback create a thought in the brain, right? So a thought. Now, depending on the past reference, the thought, we interpret that meaning of that experience through a thought, and that thought is first step in the brain that happens. Okay, so that thought, depending on how deep the emotion behind the thought, it will determine how long it will stay in your brain, right? So because all thought will not stay, all experience will not last long, it will depend on how much emotion it creates with that experience to ingrain the neural pathway in your brain for the thought to happen and to stay long enough to repeat itself. Because according to science, 90% of our thinking is repetitive. That means that what you thought yesterday, 9 out of 10 you will be thinking today, and the higher the emotion behind the thought, the stronger it will be, and it's gonna keep repeating in your brain. And the longer it will keep repeating, it will create, then turn into a belief. Okay, so thought then turns to belief after a repetition. Repetition is the key. That's why you'll see that people repeats positive, negative, whatever, and then it turns into belief. Still not a conviction. And now repetition of that belief. So once that thought turns into belief, then we don't repeat that belief. What we look for confirmation of that belief. So what we do when you go to school, after that creating that belief, or anywhere you go, party, friends, school, we just don't learn anything. We just confirm that belief. We try to look for the proof of that belief. We have that thought giving a negative feedback, then we look for the negative side of everything, because there's always two sides in everything, right? So there's let's say a boy A and a boy B. Okay, so the boy A had an experience that his stepmother hit him with a wooden spoon, right? So this is a wooden spoon. His stepmother hit him when he was young, so he picked that belief, had that conviction. And the boy B, his good mother, not the stepmother, cooked very delicious food for him with that wooden spoon. Okay, now one day a woman was cooking with a wooden spoon, and both of this boy has seen that scenario. Then suddenly boy A started to run away, boy B coming to closer to test it. Why? Because the reference experience, the event is the same, but the experience is different. The interpretation and the meaning is different. Therefore, it's not the event, it's the interpretation of that event is determining what's happening. Because his experience, when he saw the wooden spoon, he thought that, okay, there might be something happening to me, it's gonna hit me, I'm gonna run away. And he's thinking that, okay, this might be something delicious is being cooked, I'm gonna eat. So that reference experience is determining that what is that belief, not that wooden spoon, but his belief about that wooden spoon, or interpretation, the meaning behind it, determining his belief or her belief. So he is looking for that proof that wooden spoon is not safe, and he is looking for the proof that no, wooden spoon is safe and it's delicious. So for the same kind of event, two person finding two proof. So it's not the wooden spoon, is his reference experience is determining what belief he holds inside. And that belief, when repetitively over and over again, because when he ran away from that, The woman may be frightened that why this boy is running away. The woman also started to run away behind him with this wooden spoon, and he got that proof that yes, see what I told is right. She's chasing me, now he'll hit me. So that's his reference experience, and that belief now repetitively getting that proof turning into a conviction. And when it turns into conviction, things happen automatically in autopilot. How does this happen? Next time, whenever he sees the wooden spoon with a woman, without thinking, he started to chase that woman because there might be danger. So and then without thinking, he is creating his reality based on his conviction. So that is why it's essential to have re-examine the belief and then reassessing the conviction, because when it becomes conviction, it becomes autopilot. It's very difficult to recognize what's causing that that reference experience to happen. So therefore, with that in mind, guys, as I mentioned before, it's very important that you guys make money in autopilot by trading with proper trading pattern. And with that being said, thank you very much for joining. Let's smash it and also learn and grow as a trader. Make sure also you give a thumbs up. Join the free Telegram for more updated education that I'm posting every single day. Let's look at that here. So waiting for the market to show its hand. Along with XAUSD, what we can look at else? Can you look at dollar yen? Yeah, of course you can look at. Happy to hear, sir. Missed you yesterday. I missed you too. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, back in track. Welcome. Don't forget like and subscribe. Fesco, well done. Thanks for the call. Yeah, absolutely. You like. If you don't like, also don't like. See, someone didn't like it. Okay, now let's look at here. You can see here in that area, okay, from this level, there is a drop and pullback, expecting it to potentially bounce and then to drop here. Okay, it's in a sideway, which is a good point to look at, but would like to see proper structure formation so that we can look at that entry. Okay, now Waiting for a sideways movement, the market currently. Okay, so we can see it's trying to bounce, and that's where you will be waiting for the market to retest. Okay, so here you can see it's in a sideways, waiting for the market to potentially go to the resistance line. We could take some local bullish trade here, but I would be waiting for the market to show its hand by showing that directional bias. As if you guys look at it, you can see this is a with this move pullback, expecting it to go back to the resistance line here. Okay, so you can see this from this support level slowly moving up to the resistance. This is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, pretty important level of resistance, expecting it to return back to the resistance and then to drop again to the support level. So we like to see the market is heading to that level. We'll see how far it might be going, and based on that, once we see the market is one direction overextended, that's where we can look for that entry opportunity in this market. And you can see here it's in this area. Okay, so from this support level it's having a bounce, expecting it. I think we might see that short-term bounce. See that it's only a couple of pips, otherwise I would look to see a short-term bullish opportunity here, but it's a very narrow range. We might see again return back down, so better to wait for the market to potentially break down, and then we will be entering into the trade. And you can see from here it's slowly pushing back to the upside here, and which is in between this resistance. We might see some reaction, but I think ultimately we could see it's going up to the 1 hour 20 EMA zone. So let's wait for that to happen, and then once we see price action confirmation, then we will be entering into the trade. And now what we can see in this area with this move from this support level, this is a narrow consolidation, another move, the market potentially in a sideways. So we'll be waiting for that market to give us that potential and this is support level here. Okay, so local time frame, local structure here, a bounce pullback, the bounce pullback, the market potentially creating series of higher high and higher low, which is in a trending market structure. As I mentioned, guys, before, the most important part here is patience. So with the break of this resistance line here, okay, so from this resistance, the market has completely um, rejected from the top. Okay, so with that rejection, it's potentially coming down here. We may see the prices breaking below that support here, and from that zone we could see that potentially having another uh, bounce. Okay, from here, complete breakdown. Okay, so from this resistance, we can see the market slowly um, coming towards the downside. So slowly it's trying to having push towards the upside here. And with that push, what we can expect for the market to trend and then to potentially move back up to uh, the top here, to the resistance line. Okay, so we can see pretty slower movement in the sideway, and with that slower movement, okay, so what we can see, it's a little slower. We'd like to see that it's getting um, we can see there's a narrow movement in that area, and with the narrow movement, guys, look at it, you can see the market in a narrow zone, and with that narrow zone, we'll be waiting to see how it might be doing. The most important part here is for the market to show its hand. This is a resistance here. Okay, so it may try to break this support, but I'm still waiting to see what's happening in that area. And here what we can see, that in this area there is a narrow candle, um, there's a narrow doji formation on the 1 minute. And would like to see the price from this resistance line, head, left shoulder and the right shoulder, potentially coming in that direction to the support level to create a new lower low. And we can see there is a reversal pattern formation here. There is a head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder, head and shoulder formation. And with that head and shoulder, this is a bearish candle on the 1 minute chart. Strong bearish price action here. And with that bearish price action, expecting for the market to potentially trend in the direction uh, to create a new lower low. Like to see how the price might be doing here in that area, which is very important to look at, especially when we see this kind of narrow range. Would like to see that potentially um, okay, so you can see that breakdown here. Okay, so let's see a drop, and with that head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder. Okay, so we can see this is a breakup structure in that area on XAU USD. And with this breakup structure, okay, because it's a breakup structure here, and from that breakup structure, here is support level. The market has completely broken below. After head and shoulder, we may see now that let's see that if there is an entry, the price just has broken that 4 hour support. Okay, so with that 4 hour support break, this is the 30 minutes chart here, 15 minutes. Yeah, the market trend is showing that bearish pattern in that area. Okay, so 1 minute. So locally we can see that there is a break here, and then pullback, expecting for another drop in that area. Okay, so the breakup structure, support level, we have seen that breakdown here, and with that break, okay, so we can see the market couple of long wick candles in that area, and with the long wick candles from this resistance, the price slowly coming down here, and want to see that it's dropping back to that support. Okay, so lower time frame 5 minutes chart, there is a 5 minutes bearish engulfer. Let's look at the 1 minute chart here, and with that 1 minute price action, you can catch a couple of peeps. Okay, so here we'll be looking to enter a sell position just for a quick move with 22 pip stop loss, though it's started to drop, so it's a potential for this a bearish move. So this is a trade that I'm opening with a stop loss here. We'll just targeting a couple of pips here because this is a support level, and I'll give a shout out when I'll be closing that trade. Just opened a sell here just for a couple of pips move, as we could see that coming to the support. There is a bearish pattern here, so we can see 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So want to see that it's coming back to that support, though the market already has dropped well below. So I'll give a shout out once I'm closing it. It's a just quick move trying to take. Want to see that it has tested this support here. So currently I'm at entry. It might just keep pushing up again, but at the moment I'd like to see that it's breaking to that level, to this support level here. So TP target we can take at 2911, but first like to see that showing that bearish pattern, showing that sudden drop, and then we can look to enter. So this is just a potential move. See, there is a liquidity candle formation. It's good to see that. And if the market is at 29 near to 11, so I'll be try to close it because it's just trying to again trying to bounce, which is good to see that it's bouncing. Five minutes, and yeah, we can see that drop. So in this drop, once it will break that low, would like to see further downside. And once I will be taking the profit, I will give a shout out. Yeah, I'm taking the profit right now. So I have taken the profit. It's just a couple of pips move. Just a couple of pip move. Okay, so 6 to 7 pip, because there might be a deeper move or might just it's just quick scalping, couple of pips move, and I have taken the profit. I hope that I think everyone at least 10 pip move here taken out the profit. So just a quick scalping for this drop. I think around 10 pip, or depending on which entry. Guys, need a feedback on the live chat. Have you got that? What is strategy? Oh, it's a trend following strategy. Trend following strategy, TF strategy being used. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. And it's still melting in that direction. So you guys should have seen that. So I would like to see a feedback here. I hope that you guys seen that. Thank you. And that's awesome. Just a quick move. Good to see that you guys have that. And very good to see that, guys, you are here. We had a successful trade, quick move, quick taken, and it's on a pullback. So um yeah, the live session, uh we are almost nearly an hour today. I will be exiting it earlier today, but tomorrow, guys, I will be coming on live an hour earlier. So from what you have seen today, I have came on live. I'll be coming up 1 hour earlier so that we can look at the market a bit more deeply. So in my zone, I start at 10 p.m. Now we'll be starting at 9 p.m. tomorrow onwards. See you guys there again, trading live together. Until then, stay well, stay happy, trade safe, keep the profit in your account, and then we'll see you again very soon trading live. Until that, very good.